of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children. This quote is by Joyce Banda. Hello, I am Sambuka, Mama Sam, and I am going to sprinkle my flavor on this quote. This may be true of every nation on earth, but I only care about the plight of our people, the plight of children of the soil. As a woman of Caribbean descent, I have seen entrepreneurship from women firsthand. When I was a child, I witnessed my grandmother making fried peanuts and filling up old rum bottles and selling it, or wrapping it in little cones of paper and selling it to people. On my return to the Twin Islands, I saw women everywhere, what we call turning their hands to find something to make some extra money. And although many people took jobs, they had jobs as well, they also did something to make some extra money on the side. Or if there were no jobs, they actually made turning their hand into a job so that they could pay their bills. And to aid this, the government in Trinidad and Tobago has programs set up so people could get certification for food preparation, for instance. So once they were finished doing a small course, they could have a certificate. So when they sold things on the side of the road or whatever, they could show that they actually did all the preparation, did all the coursework necessary for them to sell things safely. People would pay these small fees, and the government did not gouge people for this particular thing so that they wouldn't get shut down by the police, right? So then they would pass the word around and say to people, okay, this coming holiday, I'm having a curricue. Trinidadians curry everything. Or I'm selling drops and pone, or I'm selling soup to, pay this bill or to do this such and such a thing. And they would usually tell you what it's for. So they would tell you to put in your orders early, because most times if you knew this person, they would sell out. They would sell out early. And people would even go from place to place, like government building to government building, selling their coconut drops or mixed nuts or whatever it is that they did well. I myself even did this. I made headbands, turbans, head wraps, and I went to the town near where I grew up, and I was selling it on the side of the road, and then the police came. I would have to move. It was interesting, let's just say the least. It's not an easy task, but women do this all over, whether it be the Caribbean or in Africa. When I was in Africa, I saw mamas take a little 4x4 piece of land on the ground in a market and stack it high with fruits and vegetables. Or if they had a stall, that stall was packed to the brim with fruits and vegetables so that they could go home at the end of the day and pay the bills and put food on the table and make sure that their families' needs were provided for. Our women all over the world will take whatever little is given to them to create something and make magnificent things from this little thing that they've been given. The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well, whether you go from the Caribbean to North America to Africa. In women, the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. And we bring our children along because we have no choice. Our children sometimes have to go places with us wherever we're selling. In Africa, you would see women with children strapped to their backs, going from place to place, asking people if they want to buy this, that, or the other. And the children get to know that this is something that is going to be done when I grow up, or if the mama makes enough that they don't have to go through that hard times. But the children see firsthand how this thing works. So even if the child does not necessarily go into what the mama did, they see the entrepreneurial spirit in their mothers around them. And then as they grow up, they start becoming an entrepreneur or taking a job. I have seen mamas sell even underwear. When I was in the Caribbean, we were sightseeing, and this couple just drove up to us, and we were looking at this beautiful scenery. I'm looking at one of them now as I'm standing here, and opened the back of their trunk, and there were all these underwear. It just so happened that one of us needed underwear, and we're able to buy a good, like, I think that they ended up with five or six underwear just from this person just stopping their vehicle and deciding to ask, do you need underwear? Look how much I have here. So, whether people like to admit it or not, much of the economy in countries like the Caribbean, Africa, and even I would say the North American environment is due to mamas running things, little shops, and selling fruits and vegetables at the side of the road. The economies of our countries depend on little people. I'm not talking little as in they are small, but people who don't have large businesses is what I'm trying to say, doing things behind the scenes. So if these small businesses were to shut down, the whole economy would be affected. The seeds of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children. I hope this was an inspiring message for you. If you liked it, please share it. So like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Sambuka saying, sprinkle your flavor wherever you go, but make it a sweet one. Bye-bye.